You're listening to Improv-ing Business on Web Talk Radio, where personal and business finance take a front row seat. I'm Brandon.
Hi, this is Rick.
And today we'll be talking about predicting and fulfilling your business success. Do you own a small or mid-sized business that's struggling?
Probably most people, I guess.
Yeah, most small businesses are struggling in these times. Are you between jobs and want to start your own business, but you've heard that it's really hard and that there's a high failure rate for a lot of businesses? Today we'll be going over this by using the method set out in Les McKeown's Predictable Success, getting your organization on the growth track and keeping it there, as we go through the different stages and cycles of a business. We'll give you tips on getting out of each cycle on your way to the ultimate cycle, known as the Predictable Success Cycle.
And remember, we're just going to be giving you a little thumbnail sketch because there are many things in this book, and I do encourage that you buy it to find out a lot of the details, but this will at least give you a flavor of exactly which direction you want to go with your business. As always, we're going to be using a story as an analogy to the kind of business theory that we're talking about. And in this case, it will be Les's book. The story we're going to be talking about will be the hike that my wife, Judy, and I did for my 40th birthday. We decided that we were going to hike up to Mount Whitney from Whitney Portholes. Now, if you have not been to California and have not seen Mount Whitney or even heard of it,
it's very big.
Yeah, it's big. It is. And it's next to the Death Valley, which is very low.
Exactly.
Mount Whitney is the highest peak in the lower 48 contiguous states. So before Alaska was made into a state, it was the highest. And it tops out at somewhere around 14,500 feet. And if you want to climb it, well, of course, you could start from the very bottom of it, or there's a race, that starts from Death Valley and goes from the Death Valley all the way up to the top. That's an incredible race. I can never do that. But in their case, what a lot of people do, or most people do, is they start at a place called Whitney Porthole Campgrounds, which is about 8,000 feet elevation. So you're going to be doing a 6,000-foot climb starting at 8,000.
Just a little 6,000-foot climb.
Yeah.
No biggie. You know, like going to the store for milk.
Or like climbing out of Dodger Stadium to try to get a frozen ice cream or something.
Exactly.
Going up the steps.
But there's a benefit at the end of that hike.
Oh, that's right.
You get the frozen malt.
Well, she kept telling me there was a malt up at the top of Mount Whitney too. Yeah,
I was going to say it was a birthday cake with a single candle on the top of the mountain.
Well, one thing we did know that was up there is that there was a place for you to sign your name and the date that you climbed it. It was a log in a metal box that was protected from the weather.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's a pretty cool thing.
They sell log books down here at ground level. You can sign as many times as you want it.
So this is going to be similar to the different cycles that you have in your business of us climbing Mount Whitney. And I'll go through the different cycles just by name for now, but we're going to talk about them more in detail when we get into Les's book. The cycles that Les talks about, which are kind of stages too, are early struggles, fun, whitewater, predictable success, which is where you want to be in a business. And then as you kind of go downhill, it goes to treadmill, the big rut, and the death rattle.
Bum, bum, bum.